Yes, people. Welcome to Never Found. My bad. We was so busy talking that I thought we were meant to go live at 45 past. My bad. Jules is going to be with us in the next 15 minutes, and also Monts. Inshallah, innit? So I've got to say it's inshallah. We'll see where it goes there. Let me double check that one. Oh, he's decided to switch on his phone. Crazy. It's crazy what a Monday morning will do to someone. But yeah, man, look, big up to everyone. We're live right now, obviously. So that means subscribe, like the video. We're going to be talking about a few transfer bits. The weekend was all shameless, all of that, results and whatever. Arsenal had a weekend off practically. They're playing Lyon in a couple days, I believe, in the morning. Am I right there?
I believe so.
No, you're playing Lyon at like
No. We're playing Bayer Leverkusen first
at 6, isn't it? On a Wednesday.
Yeah.
6 on a Wednesday. So yeah, that's calm. But yeah, man, look, there's still a bit of pre-season to go. But we're gonna talk about it's back to Chelsea, innit? Conor Gallagher, here we go. But apparently he needs more time to decide. More time. Yeah. What more time do you need? I saw the package and
You already said yes, bro.
No. He said yes, but another source come out today. Yeah, not the here we go of yesterday. Today, I'll link it. I'll try it at you on it. Yeah, but apparently he wanted more time, and Atletico said no. But on that,
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know.
I looked at the package and I'm thinking, bro, you're going to Spain, you're going to Madrid, you're going to someone that wants to play the football that you appreciate and is around you, and the package is beautiful. What more do you want? But
you know what it is, bro.
I think it's the Omorodion thing, because do you know what I mean?
Listen, I'm on my channel here, bro.
They're saying 50 million, bro.
No, wait, bro. On my channel here, they've been calling me a conspiracy theorist, by the way.
Go on.
Yeah, on regards to the Omorodion to come to Chelsea and Gallagher going to Atletico, and the reason why the club was trying to pull for it. And I was saying this for the longest. I saw the Osimhen news last week, and I was telling random, chill out, boys. You know what I mean? It's a little bit, it's not gonna happen. It might not happen. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a little bit of a PR thing. You never know. Of the club at times. And well, the news just came out now about Omorodion, so I'm not shocked. But in regards to actually Gallagher himself, yes, I feel like in terms of like fit in the team, he works. I'm pretty sure we agree with that. Everything about it works for him. I think maybe it might just be a personal thing. Maybe he thought he could push maybe the club a little bit further in regards to trying to get a better contract than the 2+1 year deal, like maybe a 5-6 year deal. Maybe he was thinking that another club in London might come in for him. Maybe his family doesn't want him to leave. London, but eventually he has finally said yes. So what I will say, I don't really listen. I don't have hate for Gallagher. I actually listen, man. The Crystal Palace days, man. I'll never forget, bro. You know what I mean? When people are gassing that guy out, I
don't understand it. I don't understand.
Yeah, listen. At the end of the day, bro, he does a job for us. I always respect him for that, bro. Wish him nothing but the best at Atletico Madrid, bro.
You know what? Yeah. That's actually quite a nice thing. That's actually quite, bro. That's level head. You know what? Big up for that. I'm not gonna lie. If it's me, I'll be like, get the fuck out. I'm gonna be plain and simple. That's just me, innit? I'll be like, nah, just get out. Hurry up. I don't care. You're dead. Is that McTominay? Do I big up McTominay when he leaves? If he leaves, do I say, you know what? I appreciate the times that he gave us, because you know what? I remember before lockdown, that last goal against Edison when he messed up and went in, I was cheering. Oh, bro, I was nearly in tears. Every time he beat City or someone, like, bro, I was there. So I was nearly in tears. But do I say, thank you, McTominay, for the service, but you can bounce, hurry up. But it's not his fault, innit? At the end of the day. So you know what? Yeah, it's a nice little part. But Gallagher, hook.
Him and you know what I mean, man. Him and what's it called? Rodrigo de Paul, bro. That is
demonic midfield. Bolivian.
Demonic midfield, bro. Demonic midfield, bro. I'll be honest, bro. Oh my god.
No tech though.
Zero tech. Demon time only, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Just rushing in for tackles and like pressing. That's it, basically. Big up to him.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about, obviously, apparently Jong's been offered out to Man United and other clubs as well. Obviously, Man United name would get mentioned, but I'm just thinking along the lines, like, if you can convince, you need a central midfielder, you need a progressive footballer. you know, if you can convince his wage packet to go down to whatever it needs to be, right? I'm just saying, Man United, like, you know, next to Kobe, I'm just saying, it looks good. Not perfect, but good. Do you know what I mean? Will they run into each other's traffic? Maybe. But do I want to see it? Absolutely.
He's not coming to England, man. Like we
say that. But I mean, if someone offers, I think he's earned his money in it. Now, if he wants to look at footballing wise, where does he want to be? And Barcelona don't want him, then he's probably going to think, where do I go to best further my career until I'm at my 30s? Like, is it Man United? Is it Arsenal? Is it maybe it's Manchester City could be in for him? They go, you know, they sell who they need to sell. If they go sell Alvarez, apparently they're going to be keeping McAtee, who I think's had an absolute blinder, and he's fooled me of a pre-season, and maybe even that O'Reilly. Then they think, okay, false 9 settings that can work for us next season. We don't need Alvarez. Let's put Frenkie de Jong's available. We talk about the perfect fit next to Rodri. Oh my word! If they get Frenkie de Jong, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to see the screen right here. I'm going to replace it soon. I will punch through it, bro. That's one person I haven't even thought about yet. Is Frenkie de Jong in a team of Manchester City? I will be pissed. No word of a lie.
It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, you don't know. How can you say that though? They wanted a Kimmich and they wanted a Bruno Gomes. Who's a similar player that's like them both that can do something remotely similar? Who can also play 6? It's the next in line is Frenkie, bro.
Do you know why it's not gonna happen? Yeah, because currently at Barca he's on like 600,000 euros a week.
Do you know why? Do you know why it went like that? By the way, because in his first year, he got £45,000. Then they owed him a stack of money. That's why they owed him £600,000 per week, because they owed a brother money.
For whatever reason it is, yeah, you gotta think, yeah, out there in Spain, the tax ain't the same. Yeah, so when he comes over to the UK, whatever he gets will pretty much get halved.
I think 60%, if I'm not mistaken, 60%. Yeah.
So like, for him to even be tempted to make anywhere near what he's making at Barca, man, I have to offer him like 400k a week. Arsenal's definitely.
Do you know how it works? By the way, the tax over in Spain.
I just know that it's not as harsh.
It's in euros, so that comes down a little bit. 2, they get 20% of their first 6,000 cut. Then they get 21% of the next 6 to 50,000 cut, which is quite standard. Then 23%, anything beyond that to 200,000, and beyond that is 30%. Bro, 27, something like that. It's kind of like you're gonna get the same. The thing is, when you get over a certain amount per year, anyways, do you remember it goes down to that couple percent, bro? If you earn a certain, anyways, he's not going to. I hear it, but I think he's earned his money in it. Like, who knows? Maybe it is less harsh. I think you might be right in that part. But yeah,
I think the thing of De Jong is that he's currently injured, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
If you're gonna take him in, you're gonna have to know that he's not gonna start for you straight away, and maybe you don't want that. So that might just literally be where it comes down to. You want ready and fit players straight away, because I don't know if you can take the risk of bringing in De Jong. He's injured, and then he has to still acclimatize to the league.
We're gonna have to talk about this. We're gonna, you know what? We're gonna talk about this. But yeah, look, first and foremost, if you're here, big up to anyone that's actually come from Saeed's stream as well. So big up for that. Let's start with Conor Gallagher and let's talk about Chelsea, innit? You know you need a striker. I think that's quite evident. Because you know what? I'm gonna lead it back to this. Look, Conor Gallagher getting the 30 million, whatever. I think it's a good deal, man. Get rid of him. He's not good. Like, well, he's he's good he's got his own strengths. Let's put that on it, right? Then it will suit that. He needs to go in it. But then you need to think about what can you replace with that money potentially. And you know what? One thing I've seen of Chelsea this pre-season, and don't say no one says he's good, because look at the Crystal Palace. He had half a good season at Palace. Half. The other half he was ghost. But what I'm thinking of along the line, when Mark Hughes not playing, right? There's a lack of a focal point and a lack of presence up front. We haven't seen Nico Jackson yet, but we already know that you might like him a little bit further elsewhere on the left. We don't know how it's going to work out, especially that he likes touchline wingers, so it's a bit different. Mm-hmm. Then I look at Mark Hughes came on. Gu. How do you say his name? I don't know. How you say
Gu.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. All right, cool. Because that brother is not Spanish. I'll tell you that for free.
In the same Mark, if you want to.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. that brother is not Spanish. Like, you know what I mean? That name, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyways, like when he came on, there was quite an evident every time he's played for Chelsea, you've actually played a good brand of football, in my opinion. We don't know yet with Jackson. His link-up's actually really nice, but we know he's not his clinical ability. But what I'm looking at is you do probably need to invest that now into a striker, whether it's Osimhen or now lately it's discussions for Omorodion. And Omorodion looks a bit like a... I don't know what to make of him. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to cuss him out. I'm not going to... All I know, have you seen Roadrunner? Omorodion is Roadrunner meat. It's gone. He's gone. It's bully boy settings. It's like, you know what? You're not catching him. He's gone, but gone.
I'm gonna just say it like this, yeah. So I actually have a hot take, which is I don't necessarily think the issue at Chelsea right now is necessarily actually a striker. I think our main number one issue for me is winger. So we've got a winger issue, bro. More so than I would argue a striker issue right now. I think, yeah, I can still when Jackson comes in, I think you can have Nkuku there too. I think that's more than enough. And you, because I feel like for me, Omorodion, yes, he's a different profile. He's a lot younger and up and coming guy. But like again, you know, I don't want to bring in another up and coming guy right now. If I want to bring in someone in that position, yeah, like again, you want to probably be. I hear people when they say bring in Osimhen, but even Osimhen, my issue with him is you're gonna probably have to change the system that Maresca's gonna have to play to actually like cater to him, right? You gotta change the system to bring it into him, and I don't know if that's really worth it, if it's gonna hamper some other players at the end of the day. But I think for me, Chelsea's issue right now, more than striker, is winger, realistically, because Madueke, I feel like he's improving. I feel like preseason game in terms of his decision making. But the left wing, bro, like I'm sorry, Sterling, he's just really inconsistent when it comes to making decisions in his head. Right,
but I'm not gonna lie. Look, I can only go off what I've seen in pre-season. I think Sterling's been one of your better players.
Yeah, he looks
like
right.
That role looks like it kind of suits him a lot. Am I wrong to say that? By the way,
the reason why I'm not gonna take I've said this before. I don't really take pre-season necessarily seriously. Is because last year he had a really bad pre-season, and he had a really good start to the season, and then he just basically out.
But don't you think, like, obviously everyone wants to know how Maresca ball is, and we can only judge between what we've seen because he's experimenting, and on these experiments, not saying that Sterling's got to be great or whoever's been arse cheeks, like Lavia's been good 6.5. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know who's.
I get what you mean.
Of course, I don't want to look. Shameless. Whatever you said over the preseason, you're shit. This, that, and the other. Obviously, bro, we already know the season. Chelsea going to get results. But I'm thinking, like, I know Sterling's quite inconsistent, but on Maresca ball, from what I've seen, personally, I'm only going to judge the players of how it looks like in Nkunku a lot deeper, looks mint next to it. Like him and Lavia just got an understanding, right? But then you need the legs that could be Caicedo all of a sudden. When Sterling and what's his name again, Madueke, when they both come on, they look like proper touchline wingers compared to what Mudryk.
But that's the thing. I feel like with Madueke, bro, I can see the improvement in Madueke. I think the issue with Sterling for me is that I know he's inconsistent. And the thing is, when you're being 1v1, because he's being a touchline 1v1, his decision making at times is not great. Like, all I have to look at the previous game against Club America before Man City, he came on. Brother went into the defender straight twice. He got like little bro. Literally, the guy just threw him off because he just kept on going into him. Like, that's the problem with Sterling. Like, I don't know what to expect from him. That's the thing, if I have to say. Like, you've seen Man City, I don't know about you. And you see of him.
I don't know about you. I don't know about you, Hooks, but obviously the striker situation, which you can talk on. Do you think Omorodion's gonna, like, all the potential Osimhen as well? Obviously links are there, but with Sterling, one thing that we know about Sterling is he's probably a systematic player. Can we agree? He's a system player. Now that Poch, I don't believe really played a good enough system that suited him, right, for last year until my man wanted to do an actual system that worked for the team. But under like Maresca is basically what they call in Diet Pep. Right? Yeah. Wouldn't that not suit Sterling more? The back post runs, the touchline wing play, and all that. Maybe we might see the better version of Sterling finally. Someone that's actually, played under something quite similar that got the best out of him.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think in Maresca's system, which is going to be a lot more similar to Pep's than whatever Pochettino was trying to do, I think Sterling will thrive. I think Sterling gets a lot of disrespect. Like,
I think so as well.
He's one of the best wingers to have played in the Prem over the last decade. I just think he gets a lot of disrespect. And I don't know. I personally would disagree with you about the whole winger thing. I think you need a striker more so than a winger. Like, if you think about it, You got Palmer and Madueke. That will probably that's
Palmer.
probably,
There's no guarantee Palmer even stays on the wing. You might want him more.
yeah, there's no guarantee, but we know that he can. We know that he can bang out on the right wing. Yeah. So you got Palmer and Madueke, and then on the left you've got Mudryk, who, okay, cool. You don't like him, but you're not going to get rid of him, so he's going to be there. He's an option. You got Sterling again, who a lot of Chelsea fans don't like, but he is a good left winger. He's there. He's an option, and he brings you experience as well. Something which I feel like Chelsea team need. Like they need a lot of experience. You've got Nkunku, who can play on the left wing. You've got Nicholas Jackson, who can play on the left wing, and then at a stretch.
The thing is, though, Jackson.
I like Nico Jackson on the left wing when he done the touchline thing, though.
The thing is that I don't think Nico can work as a touchline guy. I think he's more so a left forward, if that makes sense.
More inside? More inside?
Yeah, more inside. Yeah,
he would cut in. He's I don't know, like a Martinelli. Martinelli plays on the wing, but he likes to cut in. Saka,
I think Jackson's delivery is quite underrated. I saw when he went on the left wing.
But I'm actually saying that I think Jackson could work on the left, but he would probably not be like a touchline guy.
Need to adjust it a touch because we've seen Maresco adjust the left back.
Yeah, you would have to adjust it for him. Yeah, we literally have to adjust it to make him work essentially.
But then when it comes,
that's just me.
When it comes to your striker situation, cool. You got Nicholas Jackson, who I think is a decent striker. I think he got a lot of disrespect last season. I agree.
I think it suits him as well, though.
Yeah, I think he did. Considering it was his first season in the Prem, I think he did pretty well. You've got Nkunku, who he's not. I don't think he can do the out and out number 9. If you want to play the full time way deeper, then yeah, cool. But if you don't want to play that way, you can't really put him up front. And then you got this Jew guy who. Don't get me wrong, from preseason, it looks like he's a really good player, but will he be able to do it over 20 to 30?
I don't think so. Again, with him, bro, again, I would just say it like this. He's a prospect in it. So he's probably gonna be like a number 3 guy. Although if this Omorodion thing happens, he's probably gonna go out on loan to Sevilla. It seems.
So for me,
So
for me personally, like this Omorodion thing. Because he's not.
Well, bro, it's not gonna get deaded because there's this news that just came out again right now. That's saying that it's looking like not Demarzio right now from our Atletico source from what's it called? They're saying that we're gonna get the Omorodion deal in the next 2 to 3 days apparently. So he's coming in, and that means no Osimhen. And I told, listen, if we were gonna bring in a striker for me, I would have said if I had to choose between Omorodion and Victor Osimhen, I would have chosen Victor Osimhen personally. But the problem is the club has got FFP issues, right? The club has got FFP issues basically, right? So it's not the EPL, not the EPL version, but the FFP version, which is like UEFA, because we're obviously in Conference League now, right? So basically, we've got issues with that apparently. So that's why we can't even do the deal for Osimhen.
But how much is the Omorodion deal looking like?
50 million euros.
42 and a half
million pounds. Yeah, 42 million.
I know I don't understand about that is because you read something around that before, but they rejected it. But all of a sudden
brother, listen. But what did we do? We cut the price for Gallagher for them to 33 million. Make it make sense. That's why it makes sense.
Wait,
because you went in about 40 million for a minute. About 40.
Remember, Aston Villa bid 57 million for him, and we accepted that. But for Atletico, we were like, listen, we'll give you a cut deal. We'll take Omorodion instead. And I was saying that for the longest. I was saying this for the longest. You know, a lot of my fan base was saying to me, Ahmed, you're a conspiracy theorist. Listen, sometimes, bro, that your eyes don't lie. Your eyes don't lie. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Them I'm not even trying to be a dickhead. That's the thing. I don't even want the guy. It's just that's what it is, isn't it? So,
maybe my math ain't mathing, but 50 million euros is about 42.7. Yeah. 42.7. And wait, and you sold Gallagher for
33 million pounds? 33 million pounds. 33 million pounds. Yeah.
So why wouldn't Chelsea test the waters with a Gyökeres? Because the math will add up.
They don't want Gyökeres apparently. They've scouted him, looked at him, and they don't want him.
Okay.
I don't understand. So let me ask.
They're trying now. Omorodion apparently is a very similar archetype from what I remember when the last time I checked him out to Broha. So I feel like they're trying to get that Broha replacement in before they move on Armando Broha. So I think that's why they're trying to bring him on. If you want to watch him today, by the way, you can watch him in the Olympics.
Do you reckon it's a salary thing with Chelsea? That's why they don't want probably a Gyökeres, because you'd want big boy.
Oh, we know that Chelsea's now got a salary cap. We didn't know this. Like they've got a wage structure now. 150k is like 150, 100, 600, 170.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to bridge that gap, though. Do you know
I agree with you, my brother. I agree with you, bro. But
there's some players
it seems
that
they're not willing to. They're not willing to, bro. They've not been willing to do it for Elise. They're not been willing to do that for Nico Williams, and they're not willing to do it for Victor Osimhen. So
goodbye. Yeah, no, sorry. I just see this as well, Ilyas, about Liverpool. They want that Mamajashvili but they say we loan out until Alisson Becker leaves. I mean, surely that's like
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Alisson won't go nowhere for the next 2, 3, 4 years.
But I don't know. Maybe.
No. But like, why would he? Mamajashvili is. I feel like Mamajashvili.
He's so good.
It's quite good. Like, I don't know why you just loan him out to Bournemouth. Like, unless you're gonna not get him in as a star. Just like.
He's a quality keeper, man. From what I saw, anyway. Even I rated him before, anyway. From what I saw, like
he just his ball to feet issue is not that great. That's the issue.
Maybe that is the case. NBA says hashtag clear lake out if they sign Omicron.
He means they're trying to cuss him out, like the virus, basically. They're not saying him because I mean, obviously they don't want to get demonetized.
Arsenal says, I hope Arsenal don't get Osimhen, and simply because no striker in the last 10 years coming from Serie A worked outside of it. And that's down to the change of pace. Centre backs can easily switch up pace, but strikers also need to think quick. I think
Osimhen's different in that sense, though, because the brother's Nigerian, Africa, he's got that pace, he's got that power, and he's a good little finish, and he's something that Arsenal don't have. So I would personally disagree with that super chat.
By the way, look, there's over 600 people in here, nice and early as well. Please smash the likes if you haven't done so yet. So that probably means about 500 of you or so has just not done it yet. Exit your live chats. You know what a live chat is. There's an exit button and there's a fun button. If you're on dark mode and you lit the thumb, it will look like me. If you're on normal mode, white mode, whatever mode, the usual, what they call it, light mode, right?
Yeah, light mode.
It will look like Ahmed. Yeah. I like everything in dark mode personally, because I just think the lights are just too bright and I just think the white screen's way too bright for my liking. But yeah, man, please smash the likes if you haven't done so yet. But yeah, man, look, Gallagher leaving, Omorodion in. Is that let's figure the transfer as a whole then. Is that good business overall? Is that something that improves Chelsea?
Not really.
Oh, I didn't know.
The midfield wise, again, I always understood the point that Gallagher was excess, right? So in that sense, that makes sense, right? Moving on. But the issue I have is the striker situation, because right now, what does Omorodion add that we don't have already? He's just another guy that's with potential, respectfully speaking. I feel like, again, in that situation, he probably needs someone that's with a bit more consistency and experience, as I always say. So there's literally, you're not adding value there. That's just me.
What do you think, Hooks? Does it bring Chelsea to that level that they want to seem? Because you know what I'm looking at as? I don't think, as much as Chelsea fans, a few think they might push in the league. There's a lot that don't think that and think, you know what, will be in the mix, which is fine. I don't think Chelsea are. I think, for me, Hooks, right? Chelsea are showing that they don't care what happens this season. I'll be honest. Of course, there's a standard, a set, what they need to grab. Oh, nice. What they need to get, but I'm looking at is Chelsea are just trying to build. Like, this is build mode, and they're going to be patient with what Maresca needs and wants and what Chelsea needs.
Stability, real, bro. They have to be like, kind of like there's the issue the club is having. The issue with the club right now is that they're in a dichotomy, which is kind of confusing. They need to give Maresca time, which we all here agree with, and even I agree with, right? Because this is really the man that has to work for you, but at the same time, you're asking for top 4 as well, right? So you can't be saying I want you to have time and then be asking for top 4 from the manager at the same time when he hasn't got that much experience, and you're giving him some of these players as well when you're not even actually trying to help him to get to that level. Like Samuel Omorodion, I'm sorry, bro, that's not helping the manager out in any way, shape, or form. See, this is my problem with Chelsea. Well, I guess it's not really a problem for me because it makes me happy. It means you man ain't really going to be doing that for the foreseeable future. But it seems like you're continuously preparing for the future. Like, you're never preparing for the now. If it feels like to me, exactly, Hooks,
the board has gone, all right, we're going to ensure that we build a strong enough team that when Pep actually leaves, it's our time. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it feels like you're building to win the league in 5 years' time. It doesn't feel like you're actually actively doing anything that could give anyone any confidence that, okay, next season you're going to challenge. Don't get me wrong. You may challenge because you've got enough players in your squad that are of a level that are better than other teams in the league, if you get what I mean. So I can see you going about and smoking.
You know what the issue is, bro? I will say it like this, yeah. It's a lot of medium to long-term building, but we're not building now to help the first team actually do what it needs to do to help you actually continue to do this medium to long-term building. That's what it should actually be. If you focus on the short term slightly, but also continue to do the medium to long-term building, that's going to help you out the most because you can still be getting top 4, still challenging for a little bit, but you can still make these young kid signings that you want to make for the future. That is the perfect system, but yeah, I don't know why we're not doing it. It doesn't make sense to me at the end of the day.
It's very similar to Arsenal when Arteta first came. He, like, the talk of the town was youth project. Like, we want to bring in a lot of youth, young players that don't really have sort of like a they're very impressionable. I would say young players impressionable. So whatever they've learned anywhere else doesn't really matter because you can bring them in and you can reshape them and put your kind of way of how the game's meant to be played into them, and they'll probably pick it up a lot quicker than someone that's like 28 to 32 years old, right? But then Arsenal as a club went, okay, we've got enough youth now. Now we need to start adding people for the here and now, like that can actually make a change for the here and now, i.e. the Jorginhos, the Trossards, the Declan Rice, yada, yada, yada. But every transfer window, it just seems like Chelsea are, give us more youth, give us more youth, give us more youth. And it's like, this future that you're building for may never come. It actually may never come. What happened? Let's just say, I'm not saying it will happen, but let's just say, for example, Chelsea regressed this season and they finished lower than 6th, yeah? And then the next season, they regress again and finish lower than 6th. Do you think the likes of Caicedo, Enzo, Nkunku, Palmer are going to want to stay? They're all going to want to leave. And then now you've got a whole new problem because the players that were building up experience are now leaving. And now you just got a bunch of youth people that have gone on loan here, gone on loan there, played in this little shitty league, that shitty league. And you're in a worse position than what you're in now. So I don't know, like, maybe you got some connections and can talk to Bowley, but you got to let him know, bro.
Sorry, no, man. I ain't got the connections like that. But my issue has always been, yeah, I get, when we bought KDH, I thought that was a smart sign. Renato Vega, I was like, can kind of make sense when we brought him, right? In the sense of if you're trying to make him the future backup to Kukurea as the inverted guy, that's gonna take time. But the issue I always have here is that, you know, you can't say I want you guys to get top 4, and then you're not necessarily backing, you know what I mean, the team, bringing in like some level of good enough quality, 1 or 2. I'm not even asking 5 or 6 players. I'm just saying bring me 1 or 2 in like key positions, like on the wing. Yeah, maybe if you want to say striker, okay, bring a striker. And I'm happy.
And Alvarez.
Listen, I don't care. And then after that, bro, I don't care. Listen, I don't care what you spend on anything else, but at least get quality in those positions. After that, listen, that's on you. I don't care. But that's the issue, bro. And like, again, we can, I know one of those guys was my fellow chatter, Mash, saying who's got a better squad than us.
And big up Mash, by the way, man. He's always in there as well. Is that one of you, where you came from your channel? Big up, man.
He's been on my channel before. I don't know. We might have come from you before, but
no, I don't know. But I see it.
Yeah. But the issue I have is that, listen, it's all well and good having a better squad, but you know, what about we continuously take out of the what's it called, the factor of the manager. The manager's like such a big, unknown right now. That's all it is. Like, we need to see what he does first before we start making, you know, before we just start saying just because we have a good team means that it leads to success. Do you know
what it is, yeah? Why? All right, if I break down, like, we kind of tried to do it yesterday, but it went left. We tried to do it before then, which was we're trying to explain sometimes. It's not your fault, but it's the pedestal that's being put on a lot. Like, whether it's by Don or whoever it may be. And I'm not going to go into Don. Don knows a player, then that's fine, isn't it? Like, if he feels like he's worthy and that's it's entitled to his own opinion, isn't it? But the thing is, it's like, it's not about whether they're going to be good. It's whether the Chelsea fan base are going to be patient enough for these players to thrive. You know, whether it's been a manager with some dusty results and stuff like that. This is why some rivals like, but we're not expected to win because it's all potential. Like, you say top 4, this, that, and the other, but we don't know. You know, we got Cole Palmer. You know, you got good players like Caicedo, who Mons doesn't exactly rate as much anymore. But like the way I'm looking at it, it's like you're going for the profile, you're trying to build for the future. And I think it's okay to just say, you know what, bun it. We're gonna wait for this and see how it pans out. Because it's gonna be like that. Unfortunately, if you go get players of win now, I think the pressure, like the Osmans of the world, if you let's say you went out and got a bad boy defender as well that costs a certain amount. There's no winning with Chelsea and rivals at the moment because you get profiles, you get belittled for it because it's like, are they good enough? You go get profiles of names like Osman or whoever, and then you get berated for it like an absolute crushed upon because you spent X amount of money and they don't bang potentially. So you're like stuck in between a rock and a hard place where you just can't win probably as a Chelsea fan. This is why I don't really get onto you as much personally, because it's like, you know what? I'm pretty much in the same situation. Will I cuss you out? Absolutely. Because I'm going to get cussed out. So it's just like, survival of the fittest at this moment in time. What's this fab post? Let me check this. Allegedly. Oh, more on Omorodion. He's been discussed again in recent talks between Chelsea and Atletico. Separate deal from Gallagher. Honestly, Chelsea are prepared to bid 35 million euros to advance in talks, but decision will be up to Atletico. It depends on Atletico's plan. Interesting. So is that whole 50 million euros, you're going to start with a 35 one, which is about 12 million difference in valuation, or 15 maybe.
My God.
But why are you underwhelmed though?
Because I've watched this guy before, bro. I've watched him. And that's the thing. And I didn't even notice him on the pitch. That's what makes it bad. You know what I mean? Listen, usually, the average player you can notice in the pitch. When he was playing for Las Palmas, he was playing for Las Palmas last season on loan. I didn't recognize.
I thought it was at Deportivo La Coruña, no?
I thought isn't that the same as Las Palmas? I thought that was the name for it, or maybe
is that?
I think they
No,
called it. It's a different name. But maybe I'm getting the different two clubs mixed up by accident. But yeah, I'm not impressed, bro. That's what I'm saying to you. Like, listen, Jackson. I knew about Jackson when he came to Chelsea, and I was impressed with Jackson. That's why I wasn't. That's why I was like moved by Jackson when I watched him when he was at Villarreal, and I was like, this guy will actually do good for us. But listen, when it came to Omorodion, I watched that guy and I was not moved, bro. I was not moved. I know I've seen him before. That's why. And the thing about him, bro, his touch isn't so great necessarily.
If you say this to me, I'm just saying, and to Hawks as well, yeah, and maybe even to Monts right there.
Oh dear.
I'm just gonna say, if you're saying he's bad, then you know what it's gonna make us rivals think all of a sudden. I'm just gonna prepare.
I'll be real, but listen, I always have the policy. If honesty is the best policy, he's not good. I'll just keep it real. If he turns out to be a good player for us, I'll hold my hands up. But listen, I know I've watched this guy before. He's not great, bro. I'll just keep it simple.
Who saying once?
He's saying, why am I hearing news about this? He said his name? Omar.
Omar.
I'm going to call him Omar, innit?
Omorodion, if you can say it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling it Omar. It's obviously, I'm guessing that's the topic of chat because man is saying he's not good.
Yeah. Well, Ahmed's not in favor of it. Let's put it that way.
I don't think many Chelsea fans are in favor of it. Apart from maybe the obvious, you were going to try and make it seem like he's the new Drogba.
I knew this brother was coming in, bro. The moment Gallagher got that deal from.
Where does he play? He's a striker, isn't it? He's a striker.
Atletico Madrid, yeah. Atletico Madrid striker.
No, he was on loan from Atletico Madrid. Let's not do that. I know.
No, but you know what I mean. Like he's from Atletico, but he was playing.
I know he was somewhere else and he scored like 8-9 goals. I've had a look.
First half of the season, though, you know what I mean.
Would you not just be honest? Would you not just have preferred Duran?
I can't. I always prefer having this in Cuckoo and Jackson, to be honest. No striker at all for me.
No striker at all.
Yeah. But you saw that against City, even no striker at all. You lot struggled.
Yeah, but listen, you got Jackson coming back. You got Guy. He's got.
Yeah, but you lot didn't like him, man. The issue is, but I don't understand. Not you. I keep saying you lot because you speak for your fan base, right?
I understand.
You didn't like Jackson on up front. You liked him off the left.
I like Jackson up front. That's not me personally.
And Kunku in the spaces further forward. I said I'm just gonna go for what I've seen in pre-season, innit? Nothing else. And Kunku a little bit further forward is probably not where you want him. You want him in deeper spaces where he picks up and runs. Do you know what I mean? So that calls like, and then all you've got is the youngster. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe this is someone that you do need, man. Like as an option, at least maybe him and Jackson will be the ones going further forward. That'll be options.
I'm sorry, bro. It's just not it.
What's killing me is that like this Don that a Chelsea attitude transfer bullies thing, and you man are going for Omorodion, and you man have signed Dewsbury Hall. So is that what we've come to?
See, this is what I said before. What did I just say about 5 minutes ago, Ahmed?
I'm just gonna keep it pushing. That's gonna be that.
No, you know what I see. Is that not what I just came into play? Is that not exactly?
No, but man, them have a lot to say though, innit? Like big bad transfer bullies. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the loudest we hear you, man. You
I don't want to be winning transfer windows, you know.
I'm not saying this is you, but you know, cheeky comments about how long Arsenal took with Calafiori, the fact that Liverpool haven't signed anyone. What's another one, Kaz? Calling Man United signings not moving the needle almost. I thought that was very cheeky as well. That was very cheeky. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit, you know. I don't know.
I mean, Liverpool fans and Man United fans also did that with Calafiori in it, so we can't just put that on.
No, but I'm saying with everyone. I mentioned everyone.
I mean, you know, I don't know if you just saw, but Mamardashvili's linked with your club, but he'll just get loaned back out
to Bournemouth.
Is that what they're saying? Bournemouth?
Yeah, to Bournemouth, yeah.
Bro, Richard Hughes gonna plug Bournemouth like that. Man, still their director of football, Richard Pubes. Say nothing.
I said Richard Pubes. I like that one. That's funny stuff. That's funny.
Crazy. But yeah, no, look. There's 611 people in this still. And please, 30 likes of 200. I asked before, he went up by like 20, 30. Big up everyone that has done so yet. But these people don't like liking videos, man. Hooks. I don't know about you as well, but I think we don't even ask that 5. You don't ask more than 3 times a stream. It's crazy.
Man, it's like the only way we can get likes is if we say like if you hate Arsenal. Like that's usually one that gets.
Oh, here we go. Main character syndrome.
It works though. It definitely works, man. Wait, let's try it. I'll try it out. Go on,
try it out. Then go on. I'll count.
We're on 175, yeah. Cool. All right, we're 181. We're 181. They just heard me say it, yeah, and then it would jump 6 likes. Say no more. Like the video if you hate us. Let's go, man.
All right, let me count it. If I count how many,
185, bro, it's jumping.
I'm watching it right
now. I'm watching it right now. Yeah. I'm checking it. I want to see how many people. I'll give it 20. I'll give it 30 seconds.
194, bro. It just jumped to 19, bro. I told you it works. It works, bro.
Oh man, bro. Anti-Arsenal, yeah.
What 202?
Here's another one,
bro.
Like the video. If you think Liverpool are falling out of the top 4, watch this.
How about
212? Right, jump by 10, brethren. Right.
Yeah. That's what we like to see. You know what? Because I went on my own profile and liked it too. How about that? Just for hooks. Because I don't like Arsenal. But yeah, man. Look, moving on though. This Alvarez to Arsenal thing is, I don't understand it. Why would he leave Manchester City after playing how many minutes to go and stay in the Premier League? It's like it's like journalists and stuff don't understand what's being said in like through actual what my man's family wants and what he wants before. That's what I just don't understand this. But in the world, because we have to talk about news, right? I'm not saying because Arsenal are dead club. I'm not saying because Arsenal can't afford him or anything like that. But what, like, a bit like, I know Jesus went from one side to another. People are going to argue that. I think Hooks might argue that. But why would he go to Arsenal? Let me know. Give me an argument. Why?
All right, why would go to Arsenal? All right, cool. Because we're going to be challenging for the league again next season. We're in the Champions League. Based off of what we did last season, we can expect a quarter-final or to go one step further and go semi-final. So he's going to get good exposure across Europe. Arsenal is a club that's based in London. London is infinitely a better city than Manchester.
I wouldn't say that, and I'm from London.
Infinitely better. Like the more multicultural, more city life, more gal. All of that. Don't get me wrong.
Wait.
Don't get me wrong.
I'll say from now, yeah. You see the gal in Manchester.
Money, yes.
Yeah. They're wavy. I know.
Hooks, do not underestimate that Manchester meat, bro.
Bro, I know about the Manchester meat.
The thighs out there. The thighs out there, bro.
They're confident.
The thighs and the legs. Well done.
But what I'm trying to say, yeah, is in London, yeah. You get the Colombian things, the Brazilian things, the English things, the Spanish things, the Italian things, the German things, Swedish things. Swiss things, Jamaican things.
Anyways,
Ghanaian
all right,
things.
you're going. All right.
You know what I mean? It's different, bro. So yeah, so you know, and obviously to kick ball in a beautiful system. So he won't be going from like playing the Manchester City way to completely flipping the script and playing in a completely different style of football. So it would suit him. So those are, in my opinion, those are some reasons why he would come, but I don't think he's coming. So
Does anyone want to debunk this, or do you lot want to have a go at it first?
Like, listen, we know he's not gonna go there, bro.
I stopped listening when he said when he started popping up London as a reason to why Alvarez is gonna come to Arsenal.
But the one, it's the hot weather, bro. He's not
He
coming.
said that,
He's not...
about like Chelsea was saying about Elise, blood. Like, man went to fucking Germany, blood.
Yeah, but that's because it's Chelsea.
But the things in Germany, they're there though. The German things out there though. They got the good food out there. I ain't gonna lie.
Are you horny on a Monday morning?
What's going on today, man?
Yeah, horny on a Monday morning.
Berlin. You want time? You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just gonna. If I had the bunk here a little bit, one, why would he want to go to a club in the Premier League to challenge for the league when he's already in a team that's winning the league? Like, I'm not saying next season that Arsenal, Man City are going to win it, but why would he want to go from actual convincing title winners to someone that's not? The only thing I can also when you say London, if we're going off of actual like sources, what Daps has told me, what others have told me as well, and obviously from just reading, the guy wants hot weather. He wants to talk in a country where it talks native tongue, which is Spanish. Obviously, maybe it's a different dialect of Spanish, but it's still Spanish. The weather, everything is surrounding it. This is why when it goes to the PSG part, I'm like, why would you want to go PSG? Maybe because it's more closer to Spain or somewhere that's warm at least. But that's why I don't personally understand why he would want to stay anywhere in England or why a Premier League club would even go in. I just don't see in a world where he just thinks in his head, why would I leave England for basically
I'm gonna be
England?
real. I'm gonna be real with Kaz. Yeah, he's not going PSG either, bro. The weather there is very similar to us, bro. It's either really hot or it's really cold in Paris. So legit. And like again, he's made life-changing money already at Man City. Like I don't feel how much more money can. I mean, they must have given. I don't know how much he earned, but he must have earned definitely over 100 or something a week with that. And I feel like I could probably give him like 200k a week.
He's on pretty much. He's on barely anything.
What? How much
he's on about? Allegedly, he's on about 100 grand a week, which is obviously life-changing money. Don't get me wrong, bro. 10 grand a week is life-changing money.
Well, plus, but if you go about plus the bonus he gets for winning the EPL. You know what I mean? The UCL that he's won, etc. And then plus, if he gets 200k a week at Atletico, which they'll probably give him for sure, bang.
If we talk about that deal though, because obviously let's link it with Man City. Apparently they've offered Joao Felix as well on top of the deal. That's like Joao Felix, by the way. And obviously if they want to grab another false nine that can play cover, left, right, center, back and mid, maybe, however they want to set up. If there's any City fans in it, would you take that? Or in you lot sides, would you take that deal as well? Like, do you like that deal?
Not really, because like again, Joao Felix, bro. I'm sorry, you know, the best what you know. Do you know that saying from the Wild? You know, the thing about the old days, they're the old days, man. That's Joao Felix, bro. He don't work now, bro.
The old days.
You know what I mean?
The old days.
You know what I mean? What? That's Joao Felix, bro. Not sure, like he's not working now.
Give me a second. I'm gonna bring Jules in here.
How old is Joao Felix?
He's still young, I think. Joao Felix must be about.
I don't know why.
Man said NBA. He's young, you know. Like we can't
speak about this guy. Like
he must be like 24. He must be like 24. Yeah,
he's
26. He's 24.
Bro, everyone speaks about this guy like he's rough.
He's 25 in a few months. 25 in a few months. So,
but deep it though, yeah. This is my take on this, right? I'll big up George, by the way. I'm just adding him in. What are you saying, anyways? But what I'm trying to say is, remember how Pep used to set up behind Haaland? He had Alvarez just behind, and then and obviously you probably could see maybe Foden in that position going forward. But as someone that can rotate anyway, Haaland, and it was Alvarez. Joao Felix, we were talking about how good he might be for someone like Villa, just being behind a Watkins. The space that he operates in quite well would probably be like a second striker. Can you not see him operating quite well just behind Haaland? Even if it's just as an option, it doesn't mean he's a star. It's just an option.
So I can't even lie. I know I come on here last time saying Felix is a bit crap and that, and I don't really rate him when Villa were linked to him. But big caveat with that, like Cass has mentioned, for his technical ability and how good he can be on the ball, in the Pep system, there's definitely a way that guy can work. If you just have to look at the multiple positions that he can take up behind the striker, like you said, I don't think he can be a focal point for any team that needs goals or needs him to provide in that sense. But for someone that can add to the system and sort of play in various roles and add to their attacking output, perfect for City, if you ask me. I think he can potentially go in off the left. He can go in off the right. He can go in off the center. And I'm not being funny. City tend to not play any of their players in that one specific spot in that front line. They rotate. They're sort of moving across and sort of fluid. So I definitely think Felix, if this deal does go ahead, although I think City are getting the worst hand of it because I think Alvarez is a better player, I think Felix can definitely be used, and I think Pep will find a good use for him.
Yeah. You see, that's probably a way. That's just a great way to break it down. But even on the last part, is got. What, you going to say something? Someone? Oh, I thought I heard someone's voice in the background.
No.
De Jong being offered to multiple clubs. They're really trying to get rid of him again. They didn't just mention Man United name, but a lot of other clubs as well. And also, if I'm going to stick with City as well, I said City are looking for an 8. I don't think De Jong's going to get his wages anywhere else. Obviously, it's been inflated. However, Barcelona's made that. That's cool. He's made his bread in it. But when you deep, they've been linked with a Bruno Gomes, a 6 and an 8. Probably better as an 8 than he is a 6, but can do that job very well. There was obviously Kimmich, who was linked. Can do the 6, but right back. Bit of a different profile. And we were speaking about it earlier at the start of the show. Now, it looks like they might, with that Joao Felix maybe coming over potentially, or Alvarez getting sold. They might not even need none of that. They'll just look at a false 9, I reckon. But if they need that 8 still, Frenkie de Jong, who says no? Next to Rodri, starting position, can cover Rodri as well. Been doing it for Barcelona. As I said, I will punch through my screen if I see that happen.
But
I'll be honest. His wages are. They're saying his wages are 600 euro, reportedly 600,000. It's like 600k a week, innit? Reportedly. What is he? Is he gonna?
Didn't they owe him bread years ago though? When Man United were linked, like,
his wages are deferred. His wages are deferred currently. His wages are currently being deferred. So they've given him like
he doesn't get paid most of that.
Yeah, he gets like paid. I think stuff like 50, 60, stuff like that, like euros per like. I think, yeah, and then the rest of per week, sorry, and then the rest of that is deferred over like a 25-year period.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know?
Similar to like they're doing like. It's very similar. It's similar to baseball.
A mortgage for this guy, 25-year plan, bro.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's similar. It's similar to baseball. It's not the baseball. That's why.
Was he threatening to sue the club? So remember some match that was happening with the whole
season. Yeah. It was the season though, like really pushing him to leave to United. Remember when United were like
2 years ago, two summers ago. No, wait, not last summer, the summer before. The Casemiro one.
5 years, yeah, George, you're right. That's actually a mortgage thing, bro. That's fucked. Man. That's they got this out. They're actually in a life. That's a life plan.
Hey man, if I'm him, man, bro, big up to him, bro. Man's getting a paycheck every week from Barcelona.
No disrespect, but like,
man said,
if I'm the Barcelona president, I'm looking at you saying you're not even Busquets, you pussy. The fuck has this happened? That's the way I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that thinking I've employed Busquets for the last 20 odd years, fam. You know what I'm saying? I had the madness in my midfield. And I'm on a 20-year, 5-year plan for you.
Yeah, but the thing is, at this rate,
everyone has an excuse to hate Ten Hag. Everyone has an excuse to hate Ten Hag at this point. Everyone.
Why?
Because it's bro. If it wasn't for Ten Hag bringing this man through, then what? This guy, he's sending through, man. He's sending through Delict. He's done a double agent plan. He's infiltrated every club. He's infiltrated every club with this shit. Yeah, it's fucked. It's fucked.
But yeah, that's why I think it was very unrealistic because you got to think, Barca's gonna need enough transfer money to then pay off the remainder of the wages that they owe to man. And I just don't think you're gonna get a club that's gonna be willing to pay that. Barca's not gonna accept under a certain amount. And he himself is not going to be like, do you know what, Barca? I'll be the nice guy. You don't have to worry about paying me my wages. So it's similar to last transfer. I just don't see how it happens. Like, I don't see who's willing to sacrifice that amount of money for a guy that's coming to your club injured. I just don't see.
Are they also scrambling around trying to sell him because they're trying to make up money for Omar, aren't they? They're trying to
Yes, they are.
round up some funds for him, which is typical in the Barca way. Like, they don't have the money, but they're out here like getting personal terms agreed with everyone. I don't think anyone should should pay the money that they demand for De Jong. If they want De Jong and they're offering him everywhere, throw them 35, 40 million, and that's it. That's all you're gonna get. Let's see how desperate you are, bro. I know he's a much better player than that. I'm not gonna take away his ability. This is a £70 million player, hands down. Like, you can pay that and you'll be more than happy for it. But you have to look at the position of Barca in, and who do they think they are? They think they can just strong muscle all these other teams to get their players. But whenever it comes to selling, that they're trying to throw up these mad prices that no one's willing to pay. They've had a far too inflated squad for years, and then it's just coming back to bite them. So £40 million, De Jong, I'm sure every Premier League club would jump at that.
They're at 1.6 billion in debt.
No, it's gone right down. I believe it's gone right down, innit? I believe.
Well, no, the debt is like roughly like pretty similar,
It's
bro.
just,
You can't
again,
go.
it's
They have to win trophies. The way they actually reduce their debt, apparently, the debt, sorry, apparently, is that they have to actually win trophies. So if they don't win trophies like they did last season, the debt roughly remains the same. So
We might see Barca fold in our lifetime, you know.
No. They've been getting down their debts quite a lot. I'm not gonna lie. They've dropped it dramatically. Like, if you know in it, like they were in mad debt. They're not as much in debt. They've been doing it quite well due to the wage drops and all that kind of stuff. It all makes a difference. But it's gonna take a long time. Their stadium's about to get rebuilt. Like, it's meant to be officially revamped by, not obviously a brand new one, but the company's meant to be revamped properly by the end of the year is meant to be. But I don't think it's gonna, or next year maybe, which is obviously a big revenue source for them as in itself, which they're losing out on. I mean, De Jong, how old is De Jong now? 27?
27, man. All these guys are like really old now, bro. What is going on? Like, a bit crazy.
Yeah. I don't know what else, but there's not really anything else except Man United stuff, which we've milked so much. What else is there to really say except they need some damn signings to come through the door this week? Like, hurry the fuck up.
You guys have signed the most players out of anyone else, and you're still crying for more.
No, we haven't. Wait, what are you on about? We've signed as much as you have.
What do you mean?
We signed as much as Xerxes and Euro only.
Euro? Did you not make another signing?
No, we got rid of a random Marcel.
There's definitely the other two that are like basically agreed. Like,
yeah, Mazraoui.
Yeah.
You know, it's because I've been thinking you've got like
3 even. But yeah, personal terms all are done. But Man United, do you know what it is? It's Man United just is desperate right now for some new fresh players like that are just better than what the current crop is. I think Man United is it's a bit of for me, it's a little bit of a concern if it doesn't get done yet, innit? That's all I'm gonna say. There's nothing more really to it.
I can't lie. Arsenal are vexing me at the moment with this Nketiah stuff. So
I heard they got Makoto.
Hold that, by the way. You need to hold that, bro.
Wait, what happened?
Demanding that price for Thingy.
I will not hold
it. 35 for Nketiah.
Trying to get 35 million for
Nketiah 35 million.
Bro, 35. No, it's 35 million euros in it. It's about 30 million pounds. But
No, 30 million for him.
We received 27 million euro off. Oh, do you know how happy I was? I've been praying for this every day, and I thought, yes, the Most High is doing his work. But Arsenal are trying to fight against the
Arsenal.
Most High.
Just moving mad because the way I see it, £30 million to another Premier League team like you did with ESR makes sense. You know, Premier League teams have got money. Marseille haven't got money. If they're throwing you 25, 30 mil, they're giving you a bag. And Arsenal moving crazy. I'm sure Balogun was around the same fee last summer, no? 25 million to Monaco. Or 30 million pounds.
About that, yeah, around about that.
Should be pretty much the same fee, if not less, because he's no good of a player as Balogun is. So
apparently Arsenal have come out and said that they're not gonna sell Nketiah for lower than what they value him at, and apparently Arteta isn't pushing him out of the club, so they don't actually mind if they keep Nketiah. So by the way,
that's shocking.
Well, Makoko is now at Marseille, bro. Yeah, so I feel like that
exactly.
Defense is in trouble,
and he's a better player as well.
That's what's crazy.
Defenses are in trouble next year, boy.
It's crazy. I can't lie.
So it looks like you might not be signing no one in your forward line then.
See, this is the thing. This is what I'm telling people. If we don't get Nketiah out the door, We're not signing no Osimhen. We're not signing no Gyökeres. We're not signing no Nico Williams. We're not signing no Neto. Anybody that Arsenal fan in the forward line that you can think of, we're not signing them. So, boy, I might have to join the dark side. You know, I can't lie. I might have to join the dark side.
What's the
Well,
dark
if you don't
side?
sign a striker,
Yeah, no. If we don't
Dark side
sell
is crazy.
Nketiah, if we don't sell Nketiah, then I might have to join the dark side. I can't lie. The dark side.
What's the dark side?
That's
Explain.
what I'm saying.
The other side, in it, because a lot of men tell me that I'm an optimistic, positive Arsenal fan. But if we don't get rid of Nketiah, man might see me join the dark side. I can't lie. You might see me.
You need to explain what the dark side is. Still, like you're giving bare PR answers.
yeah,
like,
word. What's the dark side, bro?
Yeah,
the
man,
dark
yeah.
side, the league gunner, the north side, them man, innit? Them man that are just on the club 24/7. I might have to join that side, bro. I can't lie, because I've been wanting this guy out of my club for like 6-7 years.
So
We
what?
finally, I was seeing light at the end of the tunnel. I was seeing it. But now Arsenal are gonna take that away from me. I can't lie.
So
man.
what we saw?
Can you get more goals than Jesus?
All of this trolling stuff is not gonna affect me because nobody wants him gone more than me.
It's not trolling. That's a fact. That's a
So,
fact.
yeah, it doesn't matter, bro. Do you
It's
know
not,
what I mean?
it's not trolling.
Like,
It's a fact.
bro, no, it's a little dig. You didn't have to say it, innit?
No, it's a fact.
There was no relevance. There was no
But
relevance.
there is relevance because
No, there's no relevance.
Nketiah's got more goals than Gabriel Jesus.
Allow me, bro. I'm asking nicely, innit? Allow me.
Well, I'm okay. Well, I'm gonna need Jesus to get more goals than Nketiah this season. Cool. Otherwise, we need the same energy, right?
What?
I need to understand.
Now, yeah, I want to.
All right.
I-
Well, man,
I-
don't want to have the
I- I
conversation.
need
All
to
right, man, don't want to have the conversation. That's fine.
I need to understand the dark side a little bit further. Does that mean Hooks, you've gone from quadruple to Arteta out? If that's
Oh,
the case,
if Nketiah stays, yeah, at Arsenal, and we do not sign of the quality that we need to improve upon Nketiah, which is vast, yeah, bro, we won't do anything. I keep it
so wait. That's not the question.
Oh no! You
Yo, what
are
is
not
going
doing
on?
this today.
What is
We're not
going
doing
on,
this.
bro?
No, Hooks.
yeah, bro.
Do you know? Wait, do you know what you're doing right now? Yeah,
It immediately changes,
just
bro.
chatting complete rubbish. Because where's the relevance? Nketiah is not a first team player. He's not a first
No,
team player.
no. Wait. Relax.
He's a squad
Bro,
option.
I know.
Wait.
I know.
Go on. Wait, make your point and we'll get to it. Go on, I'm gonna break it down.
My expectations for Arsenal was based off of the fact that we was upgrading a ceiling raiser in our forward line. If we do not sell Eddie,
That's not what the receipt said.
No. That is what the receipt said.
No,
So-
we didn't. Go check it.
Yeah, and you can go check it because I know what I said.
Bro, I clicked it. I know exactly what was said. You did not say
I
that.
know.
You did not put on the basis. So go on.
The reason why I said Arsenal was going to win the quad is because I knew that Arsenal was going to, with Calafiori, upgrade the defense, with Marino or whoever else the midfielder was going to be, upgrade the left-hand side of the midfield. And then I knew that we was linked heavily to a striker and a left winger, i.e. Nico Williams. So I was basing off of the fact that Arsenal was going to upgrade the forward line, upgrade the midfield, and upgrade the defense. This is why based upon what we already had, I was confident that we could go on and challenge on all fronts. Now, if we do not sell Eddie Nketiah, if we do not sell him, then that means we're not upgrading the forward line. Oh, my bad. I would be extremely surprised if we go and upgrade the forward line. So therefore, my expectations have to change because now my squad is not as good as what I thought it would be. Hello? The
squad isn't as bad as it thought. It's because it's a similar squad to last year. If you thought you could do something last year, then you definitely think you can do something this year because those players who didn't perform so good last year are expected to improve, i.e. Martinelli, a big expectation on him this season because if he doesn't improve, he needs to go. That's what I'm saying because he's only had one good season. But what isn't making sense though, Hooks, is you didn't have no one coming in signing. There was no one to be. You guys haven't even been linked with someone in that attacking line properly.
Yeah.
You've had a few links out there, but there's been no one. Arsenal was in for this player. Arsenal's definitely one. There's been none of that. So the expectation that you made, no, there hasn't because you've not made bids for no one. I've heard you. Arsenal are interested, but that's not Arsenal.
Arsenal don't make bids first. Arsenal agree.
You agree and then make the same as what Tottenham did. But you've not agreed personal terms with no one or even come close to that because it would have been reported already.
What?
In the front line, who?
Yeah.
bro. Yes, Gyökeres, bro.
That's not happened. Come on, man. You're not gonna
Brother,
believe
but
the
like,
rubbish.
can we be honest here? The source that's come from is like
Gyökeres has not been
okay,
agreed with
okay,
you
no
know what I
one.
mean?
Okay, we can say the source is Fugazi, whatever. But what the point I'm trying to make is Arsenal were attempting to improve their forward. There was no kind of like this is not even debatable.
This
Arsenal
is
wanted to improve their forward line.
See, George, you're usually good at this. You
I
failed.
was gonna get him, but
You're usually good at this. I'm very disappointed. This is not a direct answer to what I asked. Was it once? I don't believe.
Of course not.
The question was: so if you believe you're not doing nothing, if you don't go and get a striker or sort of forward player, the question I put towards you was: if you don't go get a forward player of your liking to that you rate, does that mean you're going from quadruple to Arteta out?
Oh,
Because that's what you said by dark. That's what you kind of implied by dark side, as you implied that the dark side is North side and Lee Gunner. So I think that's
no. Okay. So yeah, potentially.
Oh shit!
Potentially.
Oh shit!
But
Did you just hear that?
It's not even Arteta. Sorry, my bad. Actually, no. To your question, no. Sorry, to your question, no. Sorry, not Arteta. Edu.
Crazy.
I'm already Edu out. I've been Edu out for time, bro. Like even from last season, I was Edu out, bro. So something will have to change. Because I'm sorry, yeah. We can all sit here and troll and laugh, hee ha ha, all of that, take digs, cool, whatever, yeah. But Eddie Nketiah is absolutely dead. Yeah. To go back to Monts, who was trying to troll about Jesus, yeah. The thing with Jesus is Jesus can actually ball. Like he can actually kick ball. Yeah, he may not score that many goals or as many goals as a prolific striker, but his overall gameplay is 1,000,000 times better than Eddie Nketiah. So Eddie Nketiah, who all you should be doing is scoring. If you're not doing that, what else are you doing on the pitch? You're just running. You might as well be in the Olympics. All you're doing is running. So
it's already begun.
What do you mean it's already
begun?
No.
Begun.
It's potentially begun. Because remember, all of this hinges on if Eddie Nketiah goes and we bring in the alternative striker option that I've been calling out for from the beginning of the transfer window, which is a clinical number 9. So we will find out. But I'm just letting man know in advance that where my mind is at, because I don't want it not happen. And then I come on a stream and then I'm like, oh, randomly changing your mind. No, the thoughts have already begun.
The guy only played 1,000 minutes last season, by the way.
Can I just say quickly, listen,
this,
every time, whenever we speak to Arsenal fans, like, oh, we always one of those 2 pieces away, when the transfer window ends. You know what I mean? We can't, like, brother, respectfully, like, you got a team already, bro. You should, why not? Let's back the team. How many more pieces can you surely be missing from winning the league at this point?
I will always back Arsenal.
Yeah.
I will always back Arsenal. I will go into every season.
I don't. I don't. I didn't just hear that. Jules, wait. Hold on. I didn't just hear that. Jules, did you just hear that? Ahmed, did you just hear that? I don't remember just hearing that. I heard potentially based on one player.
Oh, wait. Sorry. My bad. I forgot. Arteta and Edu are Arsenal. Relax. Like I said, I will.
In the comments already. It's begun.
Arsenal. I will always back Arsenal. Always. All the time.
We might have a villain arc in our very eyes right now as we speak. We have a villain arc. We've gone from the super positive hooks,
not super
the
club,
back to players. Don't let nothing slide to
look. I'll go into the every season supporting Arsenal because I'm an Arsenal fan. I've been doing it for like 29 years. I will always do it. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm not a manager. Like I watch football, but I'm not involved in football as much as these man. If I can identify with my eyes that Nketiah needs to be upgraded on,
halfway crooks.
Hello.
Crazy. Aya says this is what I meant by folks thinking with their emotions. Hooks would agree Arsenal don't sell well, but he's whining about us refusing 27 million euros. Not everything that makes you feel bad is wrong, and not everything that makes you feel good is right.
Bro, by the way, I would sell Eddie Nketiah for 50p. That's what I would do. I would sell man for 50p.
Whoa.
If man are gonna sit there,
I really said 50p, you know.
if man are gonna sit there and
That's
tell
a
me,
packet, not even a packet of crisps.
bro, if man are gonna sit there and tell me that Eddie Nketiah, full profit, 27 million euros is not good money, full profit. That's 27 million, 24 million pounds, full profit, all profit. Pay no one nothing. All profit is bad, bro. These Arsenal fans are idiots. I've seen there's someone in a WhatsApp chat, that I have to combat this point on bare, and I don't understand it because it's like, what has Eddie Nketiah done for you to think that he's worth 30 million pounds? Somebody please tell me.
I mean, apparently according to this, he scored overall 19 Premier League goals in his career.
19 Premier League goals in his career, and man are turning up their nose at 24 million pounds. Bro, idiots. Absolute idiots. They're absolutely. Do you know what? Respect the super chat, but you're an idiot.
That's a top player right there. And as the Arsenal fans used to say, your defense is in trouble. My defense is in trouble next year. Trust me, I can't. Eddie Nketiah's got me now.
I say you got me now. He's not taking the piss. But genuinely though, I do have a question like as well.
Oh,
is Marino? Hey, man, is Marino, who predominantly might not actually be a starter for Arsenal, and Calafiori enough to bridge the gap?
Just alone, no.
But they're not 2 points better than you are last season.
Just alone. Actually, do you know what? Yeah,
and Timber too.
Yeah. So with Timber playing this season, touch wood, because you never know what could happen. Marino and Calafiori, I would argue that we will probably concede less than what we conceded last season, innit? So by that logic, yeah, that they should make us be better. But then I don't know, is Man City gonna go on and win more games?
That's a match. They're putting 2 academy graduates in their team.
Do you know what I mean? You never know what's gonna happen.
Man. Big up Fatah, my Somali brother, man.
Not him.
All right, well, listen, man. We still take half up my guy.
Oh no, you can obviously.
You never know what's gonna happen in it. But for me, before anything, so before the defender, before the midfielder, we needed to do something about our forward line because our forward line lacks extreme pace, and the ability to just put the ball in the back of the net. This is what Arsenal lacks. So that's what we needed more than anything. So cool, Calafiori, love the signing. Marino, when he comes, love the signing. But is it enough to go on and challenge on all fronts? I don't believe so. But I could be wrong. And we still go on and do madness, but we will find out.
I even think the Marino signing, I think stylistically, as I said, it definitely suits Declan Rice. But before the Euros, I never heard any Arsenal fan in their right mind, not a single one, say, do you know what, this summer, once, I know we've come second in that, but we could really do a Marino in our midfield. I ain't hear a single Arsenal fan say that.
Yeah, but that don't matter. That doesn't matter because
do
you know why it doesn't matter? Because not every Arsenal fan is a scout.
Okay.
They're not paid to be scouts. But I tell you what Arsenal fans did say. We need a profile on the left-hand side of that midfield that improves the left-hand side of that midfield. Marino does that, does he not?
Yeah, I just think Jorginho is a better suit. I think Jorginho is a better suit. I don't think the signing is a bad signing. I'm just saying there was no I didn't hear, you know what I'm saying?
I hear it, man. I hear it.
Yeah, it's like no one
say it was a bad player.
No one Liverpool fan base said, you know what we need at left back? Simicast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Same thing. I didn't hear one. I just heard one. Oh, he had a good game until his injury.
Yeah,
but now he's balling out.
That's a different. Do you know why? That's a different conversation. One, he actually wears the shirt for my club.
True.
For one, he's actually signed the papers. Secondly, when we signed it, when the signing was kind of happening, we didn't immediately think, "Oh my god, this guy's sick. He's amazing."
Oh my god!
I've had certain Arsenal fans gassing this guy on a mad thing. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good profile. You guys know my opinion on him, but it's like, chill. Like, you really didn't know who man was the other day, or barely knew, or barely wanted him. You know what I'm saying? So to pop a man up this much that you barely knew, wasn't even anywhere near your radar.
Alright, so it's like- it's a bit like-
It's because of the, no, it's because I heard a lot of Bruno Guimaraes talk. So
Yeah.
people just kind of
I've
forget
got a
that.
question. I've got a question.
Kind of forget that.
But this one, I says, has Hook seen how much Liverpool and Chelsea sold their average players for? Question mark.
Look, I do not care about what other clubs do. Yeah, my club has a problem with selling. I'm aware, but we just got blessed with £24 million pure profit for a guy that has scored 19 Premier League goals in his life. What are we doing?
Oh, why'd you gotta say it like that, man?
Man, you didn't even do it for that number of games he's played, you know.
man.
That's crazy,
I
bro.
got a question, yeah. Because
My
George, you know
club.
what? As much as the front line is kind of obviously Arsenal score enough goals, but you lot ain't done shit yet either, bro. Like, are you not kind of worried that you're not gonna get someone like you got exactly the same? Brennan Johnson, Timo Werner, Son, credit, he's quite very clinical for you lot. Richarlison, let's see what he can do. He actually had a good I think he had a good season anyways overall for what he could bring until he got injured and stuff. Like, and you're a little bit worried as well that it's like you need like 2-3 options up there unless you're happy with Bergwall, who I think is more of a.
I don't think we need 2 or 3 new options. I think I'd say 2 options would be ideal. If we could bring in a new striker and a new winger, then I'd be happy with that. I think we have some players coming through the academy ranks and younger players that could potentially work as options on the wings to present as other options. So I think we're covered. I just think we need someone of a top quality. We're currently trying to work on the Solanke deal, and that's what I keep seeing Matt Law come out this morning as well, saying Tottenham are trying to work on payment terms and potentially working out a way to do it underneath the £65 million fee.
I think you just do what Man United do: give an extra couple million or less, £1.5 million, and then amortize it.
I don't think Tottenham are willing to even pay £65 million for him. I reckon we'd probably be willing to let go of around 50 plus a player, if not. I just don't see the deal working out, to be honest. But I'm definitely getting a bit worried. Don't get me wrong. I'm concerned that we haven't signed anyone at this point. Our season starts in less than 14 days. So we should be having players in. It's mad. It's mad because I'm not being funny.
Left back, centre back, right back, potentially. Unless Jed Spence I think Jed Spence will get the nod.
I think Jed Spence will get another goal. He's had a really good pre-season. So right back, I think we're covered. Left back, I think we need to bring someone in. Centre back, we should be all right for the moment being. But again, if we could bring in another player, I think we should, because we're still very light at centre back. We could still do with another 3 to 4 signings, ideally, to be honest. The front line for me just needs to get done, though. We need a striker, we need another winger, another option. We should need a top star player to come in at the front, whether that's Solanke, Neto, or someone along those lines. It's going to be whoever it be. But yeah, definitely, I'm concerned. I ain't really got much of an expectation on Spurs at the moment. I'm not talking all this madness that Hooks is. We're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing that, because I expect us to improve. But how much that improvement's going to be, I don't really know until I can see our concluded transfer business. But over the next week or 2, I do expect Tottenham to bring in at least 2 good signings.
It's kind of looking a bit.
Because you support Tottenham, bro. That's why you're not talking about expectation. Because whenever you fall off the cliff, it's okay.
And it's the same, and it's the exact same way that you set an expectation 2 weeks ago, and then now today you're here saying, if this don't happen and if we don't sell Nketiah, then we're no. But I don't set this.
Yeah, but okay, if we don't sell Nketiah,
I'm gonna take time. I'm gonna take time. There's no rush. We've still got 3 weeks left of the transfer window. Take time. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the transfer window to conclude. But also. I know that where my club is at right now, we're not in the season of where we need to do something big. We're not in the same space as you right now.
No, you do.
You're into literally the end of your project. You're 6 years into this Arteta project.
You have to
do something this year. Tottenham on the other end, we're second season into the Ange project. We don't have to do something massive, but the expectation is we improve quite a bit.
No, you look like, as it stands though, you look like you're gonna suck this season. I'm not gonna lie.
Look at this.
And wait.
Remember, I said at the moment.
I disagree because again, they have a basis in a style.
They got Europa League,
and this is why United are where they are, bro. This is why you man are.
No. The fact is
exactly because you man, bro. You man saw one style. Hold on, Cass. You know why I'm not having that? I'm not having that because you can't say it doesn't matter that they have a style of play. You man haven't seen a style of play for 2 years. You saw a style of play for 45 minutes against Liverpool, and you man and the panties were flying and the bras are flying. The bras and the panties are flying.
This is how you know when Monts don't watch football, he just watches Liverpool and a few other things. Because at the end
What
of
are you
last
talking
season,
about? I watch every single team, bro.
Comment. Did you not
Every
see your
single
manager
team.
change something towards the end of the season? 6, 7 games,
Well,
8 games, maybe?
Hold on.
Hold on. One
I'm
sec.
going to let him answer your question.
Oh, go
but
on,
we
go on.
all acknowledge at the end of the season, teams weren't playing the same way. It's like a trail off. Everyone sort of takes that.
Exactly. But according to Monts,
Yeah, like some of the man that were on holiday, man. Some of the man that were on the beaches, bro, already, bro. Like,
The thing is, you got identity, but at the same time, cool. If we're gonna do that, Man United, obviously, Ten Hag tried an identity, it didn't work. Changed out towards the end of the season, a little too late, but you made up for it by winning a cup. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get there. Yeah, Chelsea done the same thing. It's a style, but now they got a different manager. We got a different thing. Ange's style got found out last year towards the end of the season. If we're gonna go for that, and now they had 1 game a week for a time. They went out the Carabao and the FA Cup early. So now they got Europa League on top of that. I'm just trying to say they don't right now. They need a score. They need a score. You need a as much as Man United. We know we're probably going to get Mazraoui, a midfielder, and the Ligt probably. Yeah, that's probably more than a guarantee. It's going to happen. We're going to get signed. But with you lot on your front, the players that you want, they want in excess of 60 million. Whether it's Neto, Eze, or Solanke. I'm just trying to say, even if you got one of those, I think I'm well within my right to say, as a squad, you still need a centre back unless you bring up Ashley Phillips this time as one of your backup centre backs, 4th. But who's your 5th? Left back area, who's that? I don't know, because if you're going to say Ben Davies, piss off. Jed Spence,
he's covered, but if not, Van der Ven covered in for Holland.
And then who's covering Van der Ven?
Dragusin. We've got
and then
options.
who's covering Dragusin? And then who's covering Dragusin?
You don't need cover for the cover.
Yeah, but you need a
Van der Ven's playing left back to cover for Udoji, and Radu Dragusin's covering Van der Ven. You don't need another two.
Hear me out. If Udoji gets injured, you got Ben Davies. I don't like Ben Davies, yeah, because he got roasted towards it. And I don't like Ben Davies either. Yeah, all right, cool. Emerson Royal looks like that's gone. Who cares about that? But then let's say there isn't an injury's going to happen, whether it's to Man United, Tottenham, Liverpool, anyone, right? Then you're going to say, who's the cover for the cover? The thing is, we go into the midfield now. I like Archie Gray, to be honest. He can play right back too. So if you want to use that, I don't think it's bad for a Basuma thing. But then you look at the end, the other one, Maddison gets injured quite a lot every year. Bentancur gets injured every year.
I'll tell you, is the one position we don't have problems. We have plenty of cover. We have players coming through. You have
maybe, but in the Europa League,
Bergvall, Sarr, they're the 3 young players coming through.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Bentancur, Basuma, Maddison, that's 6 players already, plus a couple more. We've got options in midfield. But I agree. Our squad is thin of quality. It's thin of quality. We don't have that much quality in the depth. But that's why we're trying to sign players so we can make some of these players depth and bring in another striker, bring in another forward. So then the players that are currently starting or our first options off the bench will then become the second and third options. Tottenham at the moment haven't done enough transfer business, but our transfer business, I know we're going to sign another 3 players minimum, 3 or 4 players. 3 minimum. I think we signed 3 players minimum, maybe one of the top quality.
In 3 weeks, I don't reckon you make 4 signings, let alone 3. Because I don't think you're deep. You're not balls deep in no negotiations with anyone, as far as we know.
You balls deep into negotiations.
Kind of like you got to do personal terms, agreements.
With big clubs like ourselves, personal terms are never a problem. You know from when you scout a player, you know whether personal terms is going to be a problem or not. Yeah. You have the initial conversation with the agent. You'll be like, does he want to join this club? Yeah. Simple as. If he's talking to other clubs, then personal terms can be a problem. Just like with Calafiori, it took you a while because you had Chelsea and some other clubs involved. He's trying to see what the best deal is for him. With the players that we've been targeting, from my knowledge and what's been passed down from Ange, Tottenham have helped maintain the same targets at the start of the window to who they are now. So Tottenham are still working on the same deals. It's just a fact of waiting for them to be triggered. But
all right, let me try to rebuttal this a little sec as well. Yeah, this is Son. It's a year later. Son gets worse every year, but practically in a way, like physically. Anyways, his finishing is top.
They said this 5 years ago. He's still banging 18 goals.
But the same argument we used for Van Dijk and who's the other oldie as well.
But they're not goal scorers. It's different.
Yeah, but a year goes on. Yeah, that's even worse. It gets better for defenders, a lot better for defenders than it does strikers. I'm just trying to say, yeah. Anyways, the whole point is, right? You got all of this. It's such a thin squad. Tottenham do this thing as what we know, because I get put on Man United, even though we got a whole different sporting background now, yeah. Actually, you was onto it the other day as it goes. I was watching it back yesterday. The whole point is Tottenham do this thing. You have such an opportunity to go further forward. And I know we got another 3 weeks, by the way. I'm going to bear that in mind. But at this current moment, you have this opportunity to go forward and you don't. You do 1 year where you back someone, get some players in that you need, like last year. And then further, it's like you relax a little bit. Manager's cool with it. You'll trust your youngsters. That's the PI answer for me. It's been like this, whether it's Poch, Conte and all that. It's just always a thing where it's like, dun, 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 dun. That's why I don't really, that's why I don't understand with Tottenham.
I agree, but with the other managers, the likes of Conte, the likes of Mourinho, and the likes of whoever we had just in between that time, the players they were signing were not sustainable for them to build.
You got different director of football and stuff. I understand
we have a completely different direction. You'd see all the players Tottenham sign now, very young. They're players that can improve going forward. We were signing Doherty's. We were signing players that are 28, 29, supposed to come in and be proven, and they're not at the level that we needed them. We're not having that problem now. We're signing younger players who all have the potential to be better. And that's because Ange wants to put that impression on them.
Is that why Jed Spence almost has a chance to come back as well?
And that's what I think. I think Jed Spence has a chance to come back. I genuinely think our young players and people, whoever watched Tottenham in the pre-season, our young players perform better than some of our first team at points. The young players look really good. We have one of our best crop of young players coming through. So we have options on the bench through our academy, just like Liverpool have tend to use, especially the last year or two, that can come in and have an impact. I think these players will have an impact eventually. But I definitely agree. Tottenham need to go out there and do business. It's been far too long.
I got one last question then, because what do you expect to happen for Tottenham in the Europa League, FA Cup, or Carabao even realistically?
I generally can't put an expectation until I see our transfer business concluded. But just because at the moment, I'm just being but Hooks, I'm not doing you. I'm not jumping the gun. I'm gonna wait to judge because I'm not gonna sit here and say Tottenham need to win Europa, and then at the end of the transfer window, I look at my team and I go,
do this every year,
this team's
bro.
not good enough to win the Europa League.
Okay,
Europa League. If you look, if you look at their opponents in Europa League this season, it's actually decent. Like there's some good teams in there.
Oh my!
It's not going to be easy. Just like with Liverpool last year, it was good teams in there.
Can you just not back yourself though? These were
bad. These were good teams. I'm not going to say the expectation is Tottenham to go and blow away and win that because your team has never won it. So don't come here trying to put expectation on winning European trophies when you don't even know how to do it, bro.
Okay, wait. It's so perfect that you said that, yeah. So we must win the league. Your words.
I never said that.
Well, you said
I said you're 6 years. I said you're 6 years into your project. You must win something. And the league, I'm saying the league because Arsenal fans have told me far too often, and just like they told Chelsea, not Chelsea, they told Liverpool, and they told Man United, FA Cup and Carabao Cup isn't much. You laughed at them for winning that last year, and you finished second. So have the same expectation when it happens next year.
So two things, yeah. So first thing, yeah. Why can you tell me that my club must win something, but you are not putting expectations on your club because the transfer window has the transfer window finished for my club? Yeah.
You already put the expectation.
That's the first thing. That's the first thing, isn't it?
You already put the expectation on your club.
That's the second thing.
I can't tell you a couple weeks ago.
Relax, slow down, hold up, wait a minute, yeah. You're telling me I can't chat to you about Europa League because Arsenal's never won the Europa League. Why are you chatting to me about the Prem?
Bro, please, you're not gonna do this here. You're not gonna do this here.
You've never won the Prem.
You're trying to flip this onto Spurs to say we need to. I never said that. I never said, wait. Hooks again. Do you know what? I've been on stream before. I've done this seasons prior. Cass will know. I've said Tottenham need to win.
Everyone saying happy birthday to Hooks. Is his birthday today, by the way. So
it's not my birthday. Though,
yeah, it's his birthday, man.
It can be.
Everyone saying happy birthday.
Wait, Hooks. I don't make the same mistake twice. When we had Conte and it was a first full season, I said Tottenham need to win something this season because it was Conte's first full year. There was an expectation. It didn't happen. The squad wasn't good enough. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you now that the squad is better now than it was there, and it's going to perform better. But I don't know whether the team's gonna have the ability to do that until the transfer window is over. So let me see the transfer window, and then I'll tell you if we need to win something or not. Until then, we're in the second season of our project. There's not super high expectations this year. We need to get into the top four. We need to improve on last year. That's all it is. That's it.
Do you know what's calling me though?
Go on. Do you want me to run this? It's just an Arsenal comment.
Yeah, run the super chat and I'll say what people are gonna.
All right. I said I don't like that Nketiah might stay. In fact, I hate it. But Arsenal not selling well is a bigger issue than getting rid of Eddie. Man is operating an instant gratification because he can't seem to think without his emotions. Full talk.
Wait. Wait. What? Wait. But Arsenal not selling well is big issue than getting rid of. Man is operating on his. No, it's not instant gratification. It's I've wanted Nketiah out of the club for 7 years. How the hell could it be instant gratification? Oh, just give me that 50p. Arsenal can go buy a packet of crisps. We're good. Get him off the books. It's fine. We actually save 100k as well in wages. We're paying Eddie Nketiah 100k in. Do you know what? Whatever.
Scott gone once.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you know, the whole question in Tottenham thing, yeah. If you guys see Tottenham, if you guys like you guys, you talk like you're like so superior to Spurs, like it's always like a little bro thing. When you argue with me, stop kicking my ankles, and you do all of that stuff. But then, like, I don't get sometimes the arguments you guys have with them. I understand there's a cheek element of cheekiness when it comes to Tottenham fans at times, but bro, like, there's nothing wrong with George coming out and telling you, bro, like, you're 6 years into your project. You've been in 2 title races. You must win the league. I'm just saying, I just don't think.
Link up with everybody.
No, I'm not linked. Well, how am I linking up with Spurs? I'm just saying, but because you were going on like it's madness.
Did Henry do you this dirty? Is this how dirty?
He's just
wait. Bro, what's this got to do with Henry? Bro, I love Henry. Bro, Henry's a bad man. I've got nothing against Henry, you know. If you don't want to do that UCL, if you don't want to do the UCL talk, then you know what my saying is. Don't blame me, blame Henry. I'll get it on the t-shirt if you need me to. You don't know what it is when it comes.
If you want to do the cup final talk, I would just say turn up. That's all I would say. Bro.
Yeah. But the thing is, bro, like it's 6 years.
My point is that like, listen, people are gonna have the bigger expectations on Arsenal because let's be honest, Arsenal and City, I'd say, are the teams with the most expectations going into next season. I think that's, you know what I'm saying? I think that's fair to say. Is that wrong? Am I wrong by saying that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Looks hard,
Yeah,
no, you just don't like the link up.
Everyone knows it's going to be 1 and 2 Arsenal and City, right? Why is everyone? What does everyone think that's different? I'm confused.
Arsenal fans don't like the expectation, man.
Why is everyone going quiet when I ask this? Is it not
because
City and Arsenal number 1 and number 2?
No, but because we agree.
I thought he was asking a dumb question.
Which way it's gonna go?
Yeah, bro. Like, land.
Yeah.
You want to do this link up thing? Just land.
It's not a link up, bro. It's not a link up, bro. It's not a link up, man. I'm just saying, innit? I was just saying, like, man, have a point when they say that, bro. Like, this season, it's gonna have to be one of the big 2. I'm not saying those aren't your expectations, because I know your expectations. In fact, you was talking about quads, so I know your expectations are sky high. I'm not questioning that.
So why are my expectations to win the Europa League and regardless, and actually,
I didn't say nothing about your expectations.
But the whole point is, why I was throwing the questions around because I've got a whole new sporting project, but I've got the same manager of 3 years, so it goes hand in hand. They've got a manager who's going to be in his 2nd year. My one's going into his 3rd season. The thing is, once you've established that style, and he's got a nice style, I think he's a manager that's clued up to adapt another style if need be. I reckon, anyways. Cool. It didn't work out towards the end of the season, but I think once refreshed, Tottenham just do what Tottenham do and go win a few games, 10 games, whatever. But in the 2nd season, you're expected to kind of push on if you're a top 6 club, especially if you're a top 6 club. Not Newcastle, not Villa. Villa are pushing hard. Yeah, they want to maintain whatever they can. So if Aston Villa can have an expectation, even through Josh and whatnot, why can we not put the same towards Tottenham? You're in your 2nd year. Tottenham need a back bench. Tottenham need a back bench to go further.
Wait, you need expectation to do what? Because I said we need to improve and we need to finish top 4.
Yeah, no, not you.
What more would the expectations be? What we need to win Europa League? If we have a good enough squad, I'll sit here and say Tottenham should win it. Whether we should expect to with a young team.
You should expect to win a cup next year. I'm not gonna lie. I would put the expectations on the club, anyways. And you can't expect Ange to win a cup if he doesn't get backed enough. But on the club itself, it needs to, because Villa, Josh, have you not seen how Josh is in the chat? Man is gassed. So I expect to win a cup next year.
Just like Newcastle fans. Where are Newcastle fans now? They disappeared from the chat 12 months ago, man. They haven't been here. They haven't been here, bro. Like, what happened? They got kicked out. They got kicked out of Champions League, and then I've never saw a Newcastle fan again. They got humbled, man. Do you know the funniest thing is? They had that one good game against PSG. They're like, oh, Newcastle doing it in the Champions League. And then they went on to go, look, no wins or anything, bro. Come on, man. Newcastle, Villa, they're all the same thing. We're the level above. You are not going to beat us. We done what they done. 15, 16 years ago, bro. I'm not scared of Villa Newcastle. Please, they can put the expectation to win something. It's not gonna happen. Know your level.
I'm just saying, if fans can get a little, I mean, I think it's quite.
Bro, like, I didn't even say nothing bad about Arsenal, and the fans are fucking crying, man. It's just
No,
Actually,
I hear
no,
you,
you
Mondo,
know
bro.
what?
But because
You
the
know what?
problem is, the problem is, bro,
sensitivity
when
is
you've
just
got 6
outrageous,
years,
bro.
bro, it's 6
Yours is
years,
right.
man. Your guy has been here for 6 years. You've done all this stuff, brother. You have to produce, like Klopp. How many years was Klopp at Liverpool? I think 7 years, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And he
Nine,
always,
nine.
Nine,
Nine.
and only one,
Sorry, nine.
one Prem and one champs.
But
How
look, but
boring.
he
yeah.
produced, though, innit? He's produced the goods.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
you
He's
ran
still producing
6.
trophy. Yeah.
But you
But
ran
you
6.
know what it is? And you know what? Thank you for saying that, because I think two things can be true. Should Jurgen Klopp have won more majors with Liverpool? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, people walking around with your chests out, acting like a major is mad easy to win, bro.
I
It's
mean, Leicester
mad
nearly
easy
accomplished it.
because the bottom line is George ain't seen a major in his lifetime. Cass, you ain't seen a major in 12 years, and you ain't seen a champs in
I have,
16 years.
actually.
Hooks ain't seen a major in 20 years. And to be fair, Chelsea fans, you've seen quite a lot of majors, so I'll humble on that one. But so the point is, don't take that as a direct diss. Take it as it's not easy. I've seen 3. It's not easy to just go pick your fingers and win a major unless you're Man City, bro. At this moment in time, to win one of the big 2 is very, very difficult.
So why are you telling me that I must win a major this season if you're saying you understand how difficult it is to win a major?
Wait, hold on.
I'm
You
not
just
saying
went from
you're-
control. You went from control.
And let me answer it. Can I answer the
Wait,
question?
Did
Can
you
I
not-
answer
no,
the
what-
question?
Yeah.
Can I answer the question?
I remember what he said though about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
30 minutes ago.
Can I answer the question?
Let's
Because
go,
again, with Arsenal, I understand how hard it is to win a major. So once you win your major, trust me, the flowers you receive flowers. But 6 years into your project, you should be pushing for one of the big 2. You should be pushing for and winning at least one of them, because for the last 3 years, all I've heard is it just takes Arteta 1 Prem to equal Arteta's Prem legacy, or you laugh as what was it George that said? You laugh at us for winning a Carabao and for them for winning an FA Cup. You can't talk down on the smaller trophies without pocketing your major yet.
Interesting.
You haven't done
Are you gonna answer the question though?
And if you're in, bro, I'm saying you have to do that because you're 6 years into your project. You're 6 years. You're 5 years. 5 years in. 5 years in. And
we've won a cup in our project.
For me, if you was to win an FA Cup or a Carabao and still finish second, you go again next year. I don't think it's good enough, but it's not a failure. You go again next year. Whether you want to sell your managers down to you, you go again next year. But at the end of the day,
5.5.
don't get on my former manager for winning 2 majors when you ain't seen one in 20. It don't make sense.
I didn't get onto him. It was the Chelsea.
Same thing. Well, him as well. You ain't seen one in 12. Yeah, bro. No, he didn't say anything about Klopp. He said he got the goods done. Regardless, he bought the goods. Should he have won more? Yes. But it's just for me.
Oh wait, can I ask you a question? I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Yeah. How can you sit there with a straight face and tell me I need to win, a major with Arteta, who's only been a manager at Arsenal, when you, man, was challenging, for the title with Lord Omega, legendary, best manager in the world, Klopp, and only won the Premier League in the season that Man City was not challenging you for it.
They wouldn't have won it. They wouldn't have won it anyway.
This is a tired narrative because we get told hooks. We get told week in, week out that Arteta is actually one of the best managers in world football right now. So whether you want to do this, because Arsenal fans have said numerous times, no matter how bad he does at the moment. Wait, hooks, let me finish. Arsenal fans have said numerous times how no matter how bad he is at the moment, they will not sack him because there is no better managers out there than him. That's what Arsenal fans have said. If that is the truth, then you can't come and say, "Oh, it's
the question, not them."
Okay.
Why are you chatting to me about them?
This is the narrative. Because this is the narrative. Hooks.
Exactly.
You're talking about the narrative that was created about Liverpool fans saying he's the best manager in the world, which Klopp proved to be one of the. Arsenal fans have created the narrative that Arteta is up there as well. You said that you wouldn't replace him for no other manager. So quite clearly, Arteta needs to be one of the top managers, and therefore he needs to be held accountable to what other top managers are held accountable for, and that is winning trophies. He hasn't won a trophy since the first 6 months of his tenure. If he doesn't win a trophy this year, and then questions need to be asked, because even Ten Hag's won trophies. At this moment in time, he's achieved as much as Ten Hag as a Man United. A second place finish.
And going off your logic, by the way, if I go and win an FA Cup with Slot, has he accomplished Arteta's legacy in anyway?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah. I just want to say before we end this, we can't keep on giving Arteta this excuse here of he's missing a player or two. He's missing a player or two. All right, whatever. He's missing a player or two, to win the title. We can't keep doing that, bro. He's bought so many players at this point, to help his squad that it's inexcusable, in my personal opinion, to be saying, he needs to listen, okay, and what? Like, I don't understand what this point is.
Thank you.
Kaz is doing the captain save Arsenal thing again. The captain saver whole thing. George, he's doing the captain saver whole thing. I can't.
Nah, I don't know about that. I'm just saying, innit, like, because
check the mirrors, man.
I'm just saying it like Chelsea. No, because it's just ironic, innit? You know what I'm saying? Coming from a Chelsea fan.
Coming from you spent over $1 billion and you're chatting to me about winning something or for signing players. Have some shame.
Brother, listen, we spent $1 billion and at least we can still spend more. We'll see what happens, isn't it? That's all I'm saying. We need to win. I agree.
Yeah, let me run these. Yeah, man. Go on. What on? You gonna say something?
Yeah. No, sorry.
Okay. Let me says how many seasons did Liverpool compete with Man City?
This is the thing that people act like we competed every single year. By the way, over this period when that's not the case.
How many years was it? 5, 6?
How many? It
was 3 years, bro. Competed three out of all those years. Yes. People 3 years.
Well, they died.
Actually, no, 4 because last year I guess you was in the title race.
2018 to 2022, roughly, isn't it?
No, but it was. Remember the year we won the cup double. The year we won the cup double. The year we won the champs, and last year.
Wait, 18, 19, 19, 20. Yeah, bro,
not 19, not 19, 20. We fucked them up. There was no thing in 19.
No. If you're not discounting that, but it's still like
was no
contenders anyway. Giovanni says Hooks, shut us up by winning the league. It's that simple. That's true. Anyways, look, we're gonna end it there. Big up to everyone that's joined in. Make sure you smash the likes on the way out. I think we're on 359. Has anyone got anything coming up?
Yeah, obviously my stream 11 PM. We're talking about Omorodion Nation. So if you want to watch us crack out,
you're shameless. You're shameless. You're so shameless.
The game's the game, man. The game's the game, man. The game's the game. I'm not propping them up, by the way. No way, I'm propping them up. But big up, man.
I've got a clip out of Corey saying that Rasmus Højlund's better than. I got a clip of Corey confidently looking in the camera and saying Rasmus Højlund's better than Dominic Solanke. So I'll put the link. Sorry.
Yeah,
so I can't say it with a straight face. Huh?
But go on.
Okay, so I'm struggling to say it with a straight face. Yeah, he confidently said that Rasmus Højlund's a better striker than.
Wait, Hooks, what's your channel called, Hooks?
Half that is literally
this the name Halftime Hooks, yeah, even with the little thing in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Middle score, yeah. All right, cool. Halfway Hooks is going to be in the description below. This is going to go over to Rance's channel. I mean, there's nobody else that's live in it, so just go over there and I suppose just say Naf Raid and Louis over there, Chelsea fan. Call him an idiot. There we go. Something like that. Just be nasty in it. In a bit.